Hi everyone, how are you doing? I have somewhat of a mixed media piece here today for you guys. I don't have a preview, kind of forgot to put that clip in, but I am speeding through and doing a voiceover. So here I have a canvas that you guys have seen me use as ruler in my last video, and I really don't know where I'm going with it yet, but eventually I do figure it out. I'm using all Deco Arts products, and I'm dabbing away. As you can see, I really enjoyed the background that was there, so I try my best to bring it up as much as possible. That right there was a gel medium stain that I'm going to wipe away. I'm not still at this point sure what's going on. Just messing around. Thought I'd turn the camera on and start recording. And there, my friends, I'm using a Canary Yellow by Deco Arts and wiping away because I want color, I want some brightness, but I also want that background to come up, especially in the middle. And right there I'm using the Faber-Castell. The few that I have like, I don't know, 5 of them. I use them as much as possible. I have violet, and I'm using violet. I'm trying to stay around the corners, just because I know that I'm going to either do a big face, or a small face, or a face with a body. I'm not too sure. It is a small canvas. You can kind of tell what size the canvas is, seeing it next to the paintbrush. It's not big, it's smaller than the paintbrush. And there I'm using, as always, the buff and using my fingers. I'm going to try my best to do a girl and a full body. And we're trying to dry it with our fingers. Just blow, everybody. And I put in a neck, and I start realizing that neck is really big. And then I start playing around with a dress. As a matter of fact, the dress that I'm doing was inspired, or is inspired, by Audie G, and her YouTube channel is Audie G Art, I think. I'll put her link down below. Only the dress was inspired by a piece that she made. I did ask for permission. She said sure. It looks nothing like hers. It was just inspired by hers. And I used skin color, and now I'm using a really bright pink in flamingo. And I want layers to be shown through. I want all the colors that I do paint down to come up. So with that in my mind, I'm trying my best to let that happen here on the canvas. And now I'm working on the top and the bottom and blending. That color there is the either robin's egg or pistachio mint. I'm using some water that I have on the side, and I'm tapping down very lightly on the canvas and whatever I have on my brush and just putting it in the hair, in the cheeks, everywhere. And probably on my drop paper in a second, right? And right there I'm using Natural Buff, I think it is. Let's see. Salmon Pink. I'm working on the hands and the arms, and I'm placing them behind her body. It's just simpler to do that than to struggle with fingers and all of that stuff. And the brush I'm using here is a nail polish brush. It's pretty thin. It has a bounce to it. That's why I kept it. Like it has a stiffness to it. So I thought to myself, let's keep this, and I've had it for a while, and it works quite well because of the bounce. It bounces back in a odd way to where it helps to make little hairs, if I'm even make any sense. You'd have to give it a go in order to understand. It's like giving me a pressure. You see right there, I'm doing an S motion, just making like handwritten S's. That's all I'm doing, little S's and little back and forth streaks. And it's causing layers and layers of little hair. And I'm using 3 different colors of my watercolor. I'm using the black, a lighter black, a brown, and a gold, and a dark brown. And I'm giving her a bun. All of this is coming to me while working. I work on this one very different, very opposite. You've seen me start with, what did we start with? The circle of the face, and then all of a sudden we jumped into the body. And then the dress, and then the shirt, and then the arms, and now the hair. I'm trying to figure out her character. When my husband seen this, he said to me, you know, you have a baby picture when you were a little girl that looks just like this. I thought that was sweet. I guess there's things in our heads that stay with us, pictures that we look at that stick with us, and they come through our art without us even knowing sometimes, and I think that's what happened here. And I'm just working on little hair by hair by hair by hair, different positions of the hand. I'm letting a lot of S's come through my hand for some reason. You see there's an S. Then I'm giving her some little flyaways also. Little girls always have flyaways. I did work on the face off camera because it takes me quite a long time. And we're going to just put some white in the eyes. I know that I like putting other colors, but for this one I did. I kept it white. And doing some highlighting. With the white, and just using my finger to blend. Now she's supposed to look like she has a lot of hair, and she's at dance recital, and she has a bun in her head. After walking away and coming back, I realized that it doesn't look much like a bun, so I come up with an idea, and you'll see it coming up very soon. And right there I'm using soft jade and wiping it away. And right there is a color called, I see it, let's see. You know what, I don't know what that color is. I'll find it though. Ballerina. Actually, it wasn't Ballerina, it's called Dusty Rose. And there I'm using that, trying to use them up. The Ranger's Distress Marker. It's at its wit's ends, but I'm just trying to use it up. It was at its wit's ends when I purchased it in the first place. In there I'm using Pink Cadillac. And still shadowing. And then I use the pearl. I like that stuff. I do suggest you guys go ahead and get yourself some pearl. And second layer of the white. And that color there is Dragon Fruit. And I'm putting it in the lips. And then I grab the peach, Coral Peach, and put it on the lips also. Then we're using our Media Fluid by Deco Arts in brown for the eyes. She looks strange, but we'll ride her through it and get her through. As always, I'm putting it everywhere, in the hair and everything. Just being free. In the eyebrows. You know, I put some on my hand right there that you see. I took a lot of scrubbing to take that off. And then we're just going to define the bun a little bit with that brown. I think this is where I realize, you know, it looks like a bun to me, but when I walk away and come back, it doesn't look like a bun. I'm just running some black, watered down black, and in the hair, and defining the hair some more. And this is where I really started enjoying how she comes together, because then I was able to express that she's wearing a big bow in her hair with a ribbon, basically, tied into a bow. My first time trying that. And I really liked the where she went. I loved the way the bow came out. And then I let the fear really start disappearing. And this is when the magic started for me. And this is when I really realized you've come a long way. You really have come a long way. Right there, when I start allowing myself to add little hairs around the ribbon and playing with the white, is when I started to just let go. And defining her chin a little bit more. I love that marker. Holy moly, if you want a really good marker, get the Molotow Premium Paint One for All Acrylic. These things are amazing. I won it in a giveaway. They are amazing. I don't know where you can pick them up, just Google Molotow. And I put the white in the eyes. And I love the dots, the polka dots that I added in the bow right in the middle, and then I added some more polka dots around her collar, and now she looks like she has some black pearls on. And the fun begins. And she starts to come together. I added some striped black and white stockings, something that I would wear when I was a kid, something I would put on my children. And this is where, like I said, I started allowing myself to be free and play. And I said, you know what? Let's do some hands. And we did. We did some hands. And we're coming to an end in about a minute and 40 seconds, probably. I'm really enjoying my journey here on YouTube. I'm really enjoying the new friends I'm meeting. I'm really enjoying my journey in art and allowing myself to play. I hope that I've inspired you guys to play and allow yourselves to play and have fun and just experiment. And I ask you guys a favor. Please like, thumbs up, subscribe if you have not yet. Go around and meet my neighbors. They're featured on the side of my channel. Those are my favorite neighbors and close friends. So enjoy, and you guys have yourselves a very, very creative day. And hope to have inspired you guys. Thank you to my new subscribers. And thank you for all the old subscribers that have supported me through my journey. And I'll be catching you guys later. Bye, guys.